Sharing food together is one of the oldest and most
North Slave Métis Alliance members in Yellowknife gathered together for their first ever National Day for Truth and Reconciliation community gathering.
This came from member involvement. I think it's only been a stat holiday the last few years, but I think it's just a great opportunity for us to come together and you know, support our elders, support our members.
Alan Harmon Jr. is the vice president of the North Slave Métis Alliance and is a second-generation residential school survivor. He says they chose to have the gathering on September 19th to coincide with Pauli Day, which celebrates a landmark Métis victory in Ontario in the 90s.
It's nationally recognized in the Federal Court of Canada, and it's basically a template on who has Section 35 Aboriginal rights as Métis. So I think it makes sense that we do it on this day in anticipation for September 30th, just to reflect on not just truth and reconciliation for all Indigenous people, but distinctly the Métis people.
Harmon talks about what reconciliation looks like for the North Slave Métis Alliance, who trace their origins back to 18th century unions and have been a recognized nonprofit since 1996.
It means reconciling with the governments, that includes the government of the Northwest Territories and the federal government of Canada, and working together on important things that affect our communities, and working together in lockstep so we're a fair and equitable partner at the table, because that's important for us to move forward and for our kids to have a future.
One young community member spoke up and told APTN News what he would do to help survivors of residential schools.
We should give them lots of hugs, high fives, and give them presents on Orange Shirt Day.
Jess Smart, the Lands and Culture Manager, was key in getting the gathering off the ground.
Tonight we just got together and had dinner together, and it was really nice. There wasn't any planned events or activities. It was just come, gather, meet community members that you might not know, spend time with your family.
As a non-Indigenous person, she explains how she commits to being an ally for the North Slave Métis Alliance.
Truth and reconciliation, from what I've learned from this community, means so many different things to every community. It's such a personalized thing, and for me, I'm just committed to learning and unlearning every day and keeping an open mind. And like you said, I'm not Indigenous, but I'm so grateful to feel so welcomed in by this community.
Mark Whitford, president of the North Slave Métis and a residential school survivor, summed up the night's events while looking ahead to the future.
I think we made headway. You know, maybe not the biggest headway, but we made headway in some very important areas, and it laid foundations of where we can now springboard to our next step. And our next step is going to result with us in a true reconciliation with Canada.
Bruce de la Cruz, APTN National News, Yellowknife.